game, Leeds Griffins and SGS Pride for the semi-final of the BUCS. What division is it?
Premiership.
Premiership. And I'm joined with Bim.
Yes,
Introduce
you
yourself.
are. Yeah. I'm Bim. I'm a media production student here at SGS. I was asked last minute kind of to do this. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. I guess I'll just say a little bit about my background, maybe.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I coach here for a little bit, help out with the defense with Coach Ash. Now is supposed to coach for the Aztecs here in Bristol. My background, coached in the GFL before, went to Australia for a little bit, and spent some time in America.
Yeah. I'm Steve Bentley. You know, I've been here for a few streams now. Play for the GB U19 American football team and SGS Pride. That's about it.
So it looks like Leagues 1 and 2. Just to let you know.
So
Pride receiving.
Pride are receiving the ball first quarter.
So, Steve, what do you think overall for this game going into this?
I'm thinking we're missing a few key players today, a few wideouts. I'm thinking it's going to be a quick game, maybe a boring game, some might say purely run, and yeah.
Do you
What are
reckon?
thinking? Yeah.
I think this is going to be a very exciting game. I think even though we're missing some players, or Pride is missing some players, I think this is going to be a big coaching game. I think a huge part, which normally isn't really in UK football, I would say maybe, that primarily you have dominating programs, kind of like Pride, where they get more players, possibly more attractive to just your average athlete, whereas Leeds more academic maybe.
Yeah.
I was talking to Coach Bo, the head coach for Leeds, before this, and she's saying that most of our guys had dissertations this week, and going into this game, probably most likely did not have as much prep as Pride. But I think with Pride, we've been told that they're missing a lot of their key players, especially wideouts. So we should be expecting a lot of tight ends coming out, heavy run formations. And as we've seen in the past, maybe, we've had the problem, or the UK have had the problem with Pride's wildcat and heavy run formation. But what do you think, Steve?
I'm thinking, I'm not sure. Put you on the spot.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, same thing that you said.
Yeah.
Just-
Do you have anything, do you want to run through maybe the players that Pride are missing this week?
Yeah, we're missing Regan, our kicker and receiver, Chris Brune, another receiver, Jordan Brady Williams, another wideout, Angus Slater, another receiver.
Who's also their starting long snapper.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes, any adjustment that they made on special teams.
And Leo Kim is receiving the kickoff alongside, I think, is that Ted Carter and Ethan Valeta.
Let's get this started, Steve. Let's go.
It's a decent kick.
Very decent kick. Let's see. Oh, he's fumbling.
He's recovered the ball. Duke 31, still going. Gets tackled around the 23-yard line.
Leeds did a great job coming down there. I think one of the things that is the problem with Leo Kim, he's so shifty. And I think a lot of people maybe underestimate him because of his stature and everything.
Yeah,
but,
his
if
size.
you've done your research, done your film review,
Would
you'll know.
know, yeah.
You'll know that Leo Kim, he's going to juke you. You can't give him two ways to go because he's going to take one. Let's see. Pride offense coming out. Looks like just regular trips. 10 personnel.
Trips with Dejani Askan,
Scott Oscarson at quarterback, the American import.
Simon Lee for running back. It's a QB
Started
run.
the quarterback run.
Scott
Ooh,
Oscarson still
big
going.
gap.
Oh, great hit by Scott Oscarson. Tackle by number 3 for Leeds.
So, Steve, do you want to just go over the basic just football rules for anyone who's tuning in who's maybe not watched football before?
Like what rules?
How would you break it down?
Football.
How would you, what about those orange sticks on the other side of the field? What's the
So we
purpose of
have,
those?
Downs. These are the down sticks. We have 4 attempts to get past those lines, approximately 10 yards. And 4 tries to get it. And defense has to try to stop you from getting 10 yards, and they haven't done that.
Perfect. And then if you don't make it in those 4 attempts, at the 4th attempt, most teams will choose to punt it, meaning they'll kick it, and then the opponents will start at the point basically where either it's caught or where the ball carrier gets tackled.
Yeah.
Scott Oscarson with a massive run, resulting in a first down.
Well, Ethan Hunt on his own. It's a run by, I'm not sure who's that.
32. It was an MK.
Mackenzie Ellis.
Great job reading the butts on those blockers.
Great patience by MK. That brings us to 2nd and 4?
4? Yeah.
2nd and 4.
Massive gain. I'll say this, as a very offensive heavy player myself, my philosophy is very much, you know, if you get 3 to 4 yards each down, you know, it's a first down every time.
Yeah.
And so if you can just gain a consistent yard gain,
wow.
Great
Simon,
run by Simon. Very tough running through those people.
Great use of running his feet.
100%. I think Simon struggled a little bit with that throughout the season, where he gets to the 2nd level and the first contact he gets, it stops him because he doesn't keep running his feet. So great run, great development by him. But yeah, as I was saying, you know, if you just get that momentum going, it's really hard to stop that run game. Let's see.
Had with the momentum right now, had about 3 first downs. It's a screen to Ethan
pass.
Hunt.
Great stop by Leeds.
Ethan Hunt couldn't do the mission impossible to get the first down. Well, it's around 2nd and 8.
Looks like we got an injured player on the field, injured Leeds player. But yeah, going back to football, I think, you know, they're playing very true. It's, you know, barely into the first drive, but it looks very true to what we predicted with heavy run game.
Yeah.
It looks like even it's very brave running with your quarterback, I'd say, going into the you know, playoffs and everything.
I think Scott's proved to, like, being able to take hits like that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's gotta be rough showing up on game day and having so many wideouts not playing, and, you know, as a quarterback not having those options really, and just having a whole different game plan from what you really have been doing throughout the season.
Yeah.
But it's looking good so far.
The injured player's getting up now. Should be fine. He's on his knee.
He's walking himself off, so that's a good sign.
Good signs. All right. Is that Coach Bo?
That is Coach Bo.
Wow. She coached me at the U17 level.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. Let's see. Still coming out in pretty run heavy, tight end formation.
Motion by Ted Carter. Simon receives the
Same
ball. He
outside zone, really.
But he's tackled early.
Great tackle by Leeds.
Tackle by, I'm not sure what number that was.
Was it 54?
I was told by Alpha Curie to shout out his grandmama. It's her birthday today.
No.
Alpha Curie's grandma's birthday.
Alfie Curie, his family is probably the biggest supporters. I remember my first live stream I did. We went live, I think, 2 hours early, and she was in there commenting.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. Love the commitment. Speaking of, he's actually committed to play in the GFL this year, I think. Yeah? Or GFL 2? GFL 2? Another run now by Paul, number 27. Not a great run. You know, Leeds defense stretching him out pretty thin, going out, but still coming out there.
So, what, third and 7, 8? I'm not sure. Can't see from here.
It's about.
It's moving down.
It's moving. So we got about.
3rd and 5.
Yeah. 4th down. Look at that. We got to pay attention. Who's so
you didn't flip it, so that's
yeah.
They declined the penalty, that's why.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Doesn't look like we're punting it, so we're kicking it. that's how.
Feels
Pride
like a
are
very
going for
Coach Ben thing to
yeah.
do.
We've got trips on the right.
We got a flag.
There's a flag on the field. So Daniel Belisami get a pancake. And that's a turnover for Pride. We got the defense on and Lee Griffin's offense. Great start by Lee Griffins.
Way to set the tone by Leeds. I think, you know, going into this, definitely underdogs.
Yeah, 100%.
Great stop, especially setting the tone on the first drive. We'll see how they come out on offense.
Shout out to Dwight for Pride. His dad from Sunderland watching a long mile away.
Pride coming out in their standard quarters coverage. Leeds got 11 personnel, meaning 1 tight end and 3 receivers.
It's outside zone. Oh,
Ooh,
one back still going. Great tackle by Jake Horn.
Great blocking, but great finish by Jake right there.
Great run by the running back for Leeds Griffins. And that brings us to, I'm not sure yet.
Is it a first down? Will they give it to him?
Possibly first
Look at
and
that. It's way short.
Second and 1?
Did he step out?
Oh, wow.
So we got second about 3?
3, yeah.
Leeds staying in the same personnel group.
Running back had to come out because his helmet's off.
Do you want to explain that rule, Steve?
Yeah, if your helmet comes off during the play, you can't get on the next play. You have to wait for the next possession to go on.
Right.
So,
fumble. Could it be recovered by Pride?
I think Joe McGowan and Eman recovered it. Pride ball.
Pride
wow.
ball.
Great recovery by.
Great pressure
Manuel
by
Modi.
the Pride defensive line.
Got Charlie Evans, left end, Manuel Modi, tackle with Yeston and Joe McGowan.
Just one of those situations too, especially here in UK ball, especially university ball too, that I've noticed just a big theme of overall in sports. You have it too. Mistakes loses games, right?
Yeah.
So if you have fumbles, turnovers, anything like that, is gonna affect your game more, even with the outcome of it. So the sooner they can get this together, the better it's gonna be. Just too bad that the offense didn't, you know, maintain what the defense had.
So Pride have gotten their momentum back after turning over the ball. Expecting a better drive this time from Pride. It's a run. Kasper Salek with a run. Decent run. Got about 4 yards, 3 yards, 4 yards, yeah. Second and 6.
Got nasty trips on the right side, kind of like a bunch-ish.
Motion by Ted Carter. It's another run. Dejani Erskine.
It's like a counter.
Very good run by Dejani. Great patience by him, following the O-lineman.
Great job by Isaiah.
Yeah, Isaiah's also going to the ELF, the Raiders.
Who else is going to the ELF from the Pride team?
I'm not sure.
Got Daniel, yeah, going to the
Is he going to ELF
Munich?
or GFL?
Pretty sure he's going to the ELF. Yeah,
Oh,
he's going to the ELF,
He's
Munich.
going to the ELF, wow.
Munich Ravens.
We've got Jeremy going to the Invaders.
You got Scott Oscarson moving his, what would you call it? Tight end personnel-ish? It's not, maybe fullback, yep. Great physicality by Scott.
Great block by Simon
Super
Alifa.
impressive. He's running like a fullback today. That's one thing I think from the beginning of Scott coming to Pride.
Yeah.
His first game, the first time he kept the ball, and he just nailed someone.
Yeah,
It was-
yeah.
crazy. Pride out in their monster.
Monster formation. Saw a couple of switches. This play.
Which they've
Yeah,
had
the
a
motion.
lot of success with in the past. Staying in the same personnel.
Same markup formation. Leo the motion.
A lot of misdirection by Pride today.
Is that Casper Salik or Mackenzie?
Pretty sure it's
Ellis.
MK. It's still
Yeah.
MK.
Mackenzie Ellis with a great run, which bring down, I think, first down.
Another Leeds player down.
He's fine, he's fine.
Oh. Looks like he just got the wind knocked out of him. Pride staying in the same heavy Wildcat personnel.
Yeah, we've seen that all season. Teams can't stop it. So don't fix what you can't break that. Wow. Don't fix what's not broken. Mackenzie Ellis still going.
It's a touchdown.
Not a touch.
Ah, very short.
Yeah, 1 yard line. Second and goal. Around the 1 yard line. Wow, yeah. Yep, and that's a touchdown for
Great job by
The Pride.
MK reading the gaps too.
first of many touchdowns for Pride this game. Looks like we're going for one point.
Looking like Pride has some personnel problems, counting people. Ted Carter kicking. He's had some problems in the past, no? He's
Yeah.
missed a couple.
Missed a couple kicks this season,
Yeah.
yeah. But he scored this one. Great kick by Ted Carter.
So overall, I think from those drives, I think we can gain a lot of information. Just that
Yeah.
Pride, setting the tone, coming out, winning the point of attack, and that Leeds will need to fix this on defense. It's going to be
Yeah.
a really long day for them.
Absolutely. Got Jim McGowan, number 6, kicking.
Joe's got a boot.
Yeah, he's
He
got
can
a
kick it.
big boot, yeah. That's a versatility in our squad.
Got number 7 and number 3 back for Leeds, ready to return. Lining up very wide.
Yeah, very wide. Wow.
It's a lot of dead space too between the 35 and the returners.
They're probably expecting a long boot by Joe.
Yeah.
Seen him on while he's practicing. Seen him on film.
Let's see if Pride will set the same tone running down on this kickoff.
Yeah. Number 3,
Kick
returning
it
the
straight
ball.
to
for
him.
Leeds. Due to 3 players tackled it around the 25-yard line.
22-ish. I don't know. Yeah, it was a decent return. I think he kept his momentum. He got kind of stuck in it.
Yeah.
But, kickoff. Pride staying in their standard
Oh.
quarters coverage.
Shout out to number 6, Jim McGowan from Tia. I believe that's his girlfriend.
Great
Wow,
run
great
gap
run
by
by-
Leeds.
Leeds running back number 24.
We got a flag on the play though. Devastating.
Yep.
Another one of those situations where they have a great play, great gain, and then if it's on them, you know, just such a devastating thing
Yeah.
that, you know, they have such a great play and then it's just brought back again because of mistakes.
What was the penalty? A legal procedure by Leeds, so they have to go, what, first and 15, 5 yards back to the original spot. Seen a weird front by D-line. Great coverage.
Great pressure by the
Manuel
Pride
Moody with a
D-line.
sack. I'm not sure that was a great pressure by D-line. Obviously, they were in a weird front, and it paid off.
I think, you know, going into this drive, question you could have possibly is the defense going to match the offense energy? And
Yeah.
do you think they are, Steve?
Yeah, absolutely.
I
yeah,
definitely think they
absolutely,
are.
yeah. Shout out to Jake on defense. From his big brother, Jake Horn's big brother.
Leeds sending a man on motion.
So
Ball
run.
unblocked, misdirection. Great stop by the Pride
Yeah.
defense. You know, at this point, this early in the game, you can really see that Pride is you know, dominating
Yeah.
their roles, you know, not only
As
schematically,
expected.
but like you see the players just winning battles.
Yeah. Leeds
It's
are
going to be
coming
a
from
long
as
day
the-
for Leeds if they don't start picking this up.
Leeds are coming as the underdogs, so
Great eyes by the quarterback to be able to see this guy step up in the pocket with the pressure. Great
Yeah.
patience. Ball received by number 87. Unfortunately, not long enough for a first down.
yeah, punting is coming out. We got Paul Romaniac, the 50-year-old, the running joke that we have, and Leo Kim, someone that could be his son. It's half his age. Oh wow, he scuffed the kick.
Really bad punt. Great roll, though. At least he got some distance on that.
Yeah,
So, Steve, just quickly, because you're a part of the Pride program, right?
yeah.
So, if anyone wanted to take part of the Pride program or become a player here, what should they do?
Contact the coaches on Instagram, Facebook, all the social medias. Come to the tryout that we have on May the 4th. And yeah,
Perfect. Awesome. So let's see. Pride offense coming out here. Will they stay in the Wildcat? Looks like Scott's out again.
yeah. Got three players going pro in that line. Alpha Curie, Daniel Belasami and Isaiah Kleiberg.
Let's see if the defense have made
Simon
any
Afa.
adjustments. Another great
Decent
run
run.
by Simon.
Which brings us to 2nd and 4. Yeah, 2nd and 4. No, 2nd and 6.
Yep. Staying with the same personnel. Now Simon coming out as a slot receiver.
It's a screen.
Screen, little pop pass.
Talada. Oh,
Great little short play.
so late hit on the sideline. Not gonna get caught though.
Looks like we got some bickering on the sideline.
Yep,
Football, you know.
absolutely.
Gotta
Just
love some
football, but
intensity.
bickering. Enough trash talking.
Let's see, we got another heavy, tight formation.
Scott still out. Simon late for the
Bubbles.
run.
Great
That brings us to
intensity.
first down. Great run by Simon. Really developed over these tees at Pride.
I'd say Simon's had a great development, even just in the past month.
Yeah,
Seeing, you know, him develop, you know, just running stronger, running with purpose, whereas before he was just, you know, running with the ball because he could. Whereas now it looks like he's running with purpose and
Yeah.
wants to get the ball somewhere.
shout out to number 24 from Jasmine.
Great stop by Leeds.
Leeds Griffins. Love from Edia.
What is it?
Tip from Jasmine.
Huh?
It's from Will. It's for him and Jasmine. They're having a baby.
Oh, wow. I'm not saying that. That's
Let's see. What's it down in distance, Steve? We got second and long now with a
Yeah,
big stop
second
by
and-
Leeds.
around 12.
Ooh, we got an empty formation. DJ motioning into the backfield. We got
Okay.
Scott rolling out for a pass. Oh! Straight through the hands of Ethan
Ethan
Hunt.
yeah.
Devastating. It's just, again, going back to mistakes, right?
Yeah.
If that would have been a catch, you know, now we're in a third and long.
Third and
whereas
long,
if we
yeah.
would have completed that, it's a
Probably got
third and
first
short,
down, yeah.
right? Possibly a first down even.
Believe in it. It's Ethan Hunt. You know.
Great decision by Scott, though.
Ethan
Seeing
Hunt's supposed
him.
to be doing the impossible.
Yeah.
Shout out to Heidi, support Africa from Northern Ireland.
We got support from all over the place.
Oh,
Great
Ethan Hunt.
catch by Ethan. Hey, way to redeem
Yep,
yourself, Ethan.
redemption,
Great job there.
remontada.
Great pass by Scott, seeing him in the space, throwing him open. Let's see what's going on
Remontada.
now.
Third and long. Executed. Looks like Jeremy's having a bit of fun with the camera. Over there, on the left. Nope, second quarter. Score is 7-0 to Pride. Expecting better from Pride, expecting a better drive from Pride, but it's what it is.
So, Steve, what would you say? What's the reason why this quarter's gone so fast?
Because we've been running the ball a lot. We've
Exactly.
only had a few passes.
When you run the ball, the clock
clock
keeps
runs,
running,
yeah.
right? Just waiting for the refs to get the ball set. Jesus Christ. Can we get a zoom in on that lens? Jesus Christ, that's a
Wow.
massive camera. How far do you think you can zoom in?
Some molecules.
Gosh. Okay, going back to it. Ethan Hunt on a motioning out to the field side.
It's a run. Simon
Run by
Alefa.
Simon.
Great hit by Isaiah.
Great
Wow.
hit.
Great run by Simon Alefa as well.
Good blocking too. Just, you know, nitpicking it, you know, Daniel's right there, could have lead
Yeah.
blocked it, just kind of waiting for someone to block instead of just
Yeah.
going in with purpose, finding someone to block him, you know, blocking them to the ground. Probably changing in some personnel now. Staying with the regular offense. Tight though.
Motion
Ethan
by
Hunt.
Ethan Hunt. Rossi Nikolov. Great run. Broke 3 tackles.
Great run for first down.
Yeah.
Great play call too by Coach Ben.
Yep.
I think, you know, in one of these games where you don't have the personnel you necessarily want,
Yeah.
play
So
calling really
improvise.
comes down to,
Yeah.
you know, nitpicking. What do I need to do? What's the most beneficial for my team and my offense?
Absolutely.
Simon in at running back again.
Looks like another run. Simon keeps running his feet, getting a few extra yards.
Great job to get those extra yards. Great penetration, though, by the Leeds D-line.
Yeah,
It's just
D-line,
one of those
yeah.
situations where they need to get those tackles, right?
Yeah. So which brings us to what? 2nd and 5, 2nd and...
Yeah.
2nd and 6, 2nd
Second and
and 5.
medium.
Yeah, medium, yeah.
I like a medium and like short and
short,
long.
yeah.
Pride coming out in the regular 10 personnel formation.
Shiny on a motion.
2x2. Got run by Casper Salick.
Yeah. Bring us towards the 2-yard line, so it's going to be...
Could he have
First
been a
and
little
goal.
bit more explosive
Yeah.
coming out of that, maybe?
Yeah. Even going into the tackle, he could have...
New personnel coming in. Looks like Wildcat.
Yeah.
Do we have any more comments, Steve?
Yeah.
I'm loving the support in the comments.
Shout out to Pride, man. Miko Nikolov, which is, I'm thinking, Rossi's relative. Shout out to
Pride
number
shifting. You
29.
got
Real
great
Lee Griffins.
blocking
Anderson
by
touchdown.
Pride O-line.
Yep. Mackenzie Ellis with his, is that his 2nd touchdown?
It is.
Yeah.
Great play by Pride.
And we got our 2nd string, Gabriel Gonzalo, long snapping. Great ball by Isaiah.
Great blocking by the O-line, creating gaps
Yeah.
for everyone to run through. You probably can't hear, but I say, being the personality he is, just screaming as he's jogging out on the field.
Yep.
And kick is good.
Kick is good. 14-0 to Pride.
Just going into the second quarter.
Yeah, 2nd quarter. What's your predictions for the end of the game, Bill?
Oh, I don't know if I'm brave enough to say it.
I'm
'Cause
saying...
Anything could happen, but, you know, what are the odds? But I think at the pace that we're going at right now, Leeds are looking like they're going to have a pretty long day.
yeah.
But, you know, they had a pretty good game 2 weeks ago
Yeah.
where
teams,
things just
yeah.
kind of turned around. And so you never know.
Just face a better team. Simple as.
I also know that Pride have some people that are on limited reps because of injuries and
yeah,
people that are sick. So, for example, Ethan Hunt that had that great completion resulting in a first down in the first quarter is also kind of on limited reps due to being just, you know, sick or
Yeah.
having a cold.
And the guy with 2
MK as
touchdowns.
well. Alex Renwick, too, is on limited reps because of injury. So you really never know what's going to happen in
Yeah.
this situation. Let's see. We still got number 3 and number 7 at returning. And Joe McGowan at kicking. Decent kick.
Wow.
Oh, running
Great
straight
penetration,
into a
yeah.
Pride player. It's one of those interesting situations. We got so much space running out to the side, and he chooses to run straight up into the people.
Yo.
It's a tricky
Yeah,
one
I
in kickoff, Steve, because you don't want to run too laterally, but you also can't run straight up in the
Straight,
middle
yeah,
where
yeah.
the people are if you don't have the blocking support that you need.
Oh,
Oh, looks like a
False
false
start
start.
on
Again, going
number-
back to those mistakes that you can't have
Needs
in
to
a
watch the
game like
ball.
this. You know,
Especially
setting
when you're
yourself up for
losing.
failure when
Yeah.
you're first down, you know, going into a new drive, setting yourself up for success, and the first thing you do is just false start. Now you got 1st and 15.
Needs to watch the ball.
Another 5 yards to take yourself to get a first
Yeah.
down. Just not,
Number 81? I think, yeah, number 81.
yeah. The wing back type of deal.
Yeah.
Run up the middle.
Yep, Joe McGowan and Charlie Evans.
Great job coming around for the D-line.
Good tackle.
You just can't have that situation, you know, where you get caught from the behind in the backfield. Yeah, look at that. Shout out to my dad back in Sweden watching this live stream. And my stepmom. Ah.
Overthrown by the QB.
Way overthrown. That's
Exemption.
another one of those situations. We gotta just complete
Yeah.
those leads in that situation. You
Stopping mistakes.
set yourself for failure by having that
Which one?
first false start,
Oh,
and then just not completing easy passes like that in wide open space.
shout out to Rossi from Rossi McClove's mum. Shout out to Jensen, his first game, first BUCS game.
Just turned 18, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mackenzie Ellis.
We got Leeds out in an empty formation.
Oh,
Oh! Oh!
He's got
Gotta
the church's
complete
money.
those. Ah.
it was in his hands. He got the
Great
church's
ball,
money.
great awareness by the quarterback, stepping up in the pocket and just getting that ball out instead of taking a loss. Unfortunately, just not stepping up with his receiver, I guess.
And that brings us to the 4th and long, which means they're going to punt the ball.
Let's see how this punt goes. You know, I think a lot of coaches forget that special teams is a third of the game,
Yeah.
and that if
Oh,
you
yeah.
dominate that, there's so many opportunities to score on that too, right? Much better
Yeah.
execution.
Punt.
Straight to Leo Kim. Let's
Yeah,
see if
Leo's
he'll
catching
take it
this.
out.
Oh,
For some reason, it's blown dead. Anything effect? I didn't see
I'm
a
not sure
signal
why
though.
it's blown dead.
Can we get a replay on that?
Okay, my
Nah.
Instagram, L4B.
Can't really see anything. Still very good setup for Pride.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say anything outside of the 30-yard line. It's a great setup.
Shout out to Gabriel Gonzalo, number 30. Grandpa watching from Venezuela. Wow. Sports Time's gone international.
We got supporters from all over the world.
Yeah.
I'd love to see some more comments on where people are. I know we have some supporters in Sweden.
Sweden, yep.
We got some locals in Bristol.
Northern Ireland.
What else do we have? Yeah, Northern Ireland. Let's see. Pride coming out again in their kind of 11 personnel.
It's a pass.
Everything's covered. Great job by Leeds.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
just a little too high. Scott's saying that's on me, that's on me.
Yeah.
Great responsibility, just self-accountability. It wasn't a great pass. Was it in his hands? Yes. Should
Yeah.
have caught it?
Of
Most
course,
likely. You know, as my own philosophy say, if it's in your
Your
hands,
hands
if
is
it touches you,
catchable.
you got to catch
Yeah.
it.
Roll Pride, good morning from Toronto. You got people watching from Toronto as well.
Jeez. That's really cool.
It's a QB run for Scott. Excellent run by Scott. He's still going. Wow.
Great run by Scott Oscarson.
Which brings us to third and fourth. Oh, first down.
Jeez, Steve.
He didn't move the sticks.
Yeah.
Shane he's moving sloppy today.
Pride coming out in a 2x2 formation again. Where
Leo
again,
Kim
their
in
only
formation.
true wideout receiver is Leo Kim.
Oh. Great penetration
stop
by the Leeds
by
D-line.
Leeds.
Great job on 95 set on the edge, forcing Simon to come back inside. Yeah, 51 for Leeds with the tackle. Shout out to Tendai. Watching from Northampton. Morning from Phoenix. Wow. It's a run for Leo. Leo's still going. Tackled around the...
I guess the one problem that you have, or not problem, the one thing that you have with Leo Kim is as soon as he goes into traffic, it's pretty easy to stop.
Top, yeah.
But as soon as he gets into space and have a one-on-one or anything like that, he's great.
Yeah.
It's just that, you know, you have a huge responsibility for the rest of the offense to create those lanes for him to get into space. And unfortunately, of course, it doesn't happen all the time. Let's see, we got little quads, empty formation.
Mom and dad for number 24, the Leeds Griffins from Budapest. Shout out to number 9 from Egypt. Oh, great catch by Ethan Hunt. And
Go for the touchdown.
So, both our 6 players. Oh, is there a flag?
Is there a flag?
Nope, it doesn't look like it's a touchdown.
Ah, there's a flag on the field. You know, going back to the play, though, in the beginning of the play, I think the one thing that Scott has struggled a little bit with this season is being comfortable in his pocket. And I think that also stems from him in high school and the time that he spent at college in Wisconsin. I think having a pocket that collapsed a lot.
Yeah.
Let's see, the ball's coming back. So he tends to try to escape it a lot, even though he doesn't have to. And probably makes decisions that should be a little bit more thought through. But this one succeeded.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was brought back because of flags. Yeah. Devastating. Again, just going back to those mistakes that just can't happen in a game like this.
I'm expecting Pratt to get on first down. A bit ballsy.
So we got 3rd and very long now. What do you think? What would you do coming out of this, Steve?
Throw it long.
Yeah?
Get Ethan on again. Ethan Hunt's there, yep.
Stay still and trips to one side.
Oh, Dejani Erskine.
Throwing into double.
Oh, picked.
Intercepted by number 6. Great awareness of the ball.
Wow, the momentum swing.
Again, going back to kind of what we talked about, the snap before this, that Scott has that tendency to roll out and just hurry decisions that, you know, he has the time, let things develop, you have the arm, don't stress it, and now, like he did, throw it into double coverage. It's just not worth it. But going back to just making mistakes that we can't make in games like this. Now, you know, what would you do, Steve, coming out with the offense of Leeds? What's your mentality now?
Passing the ball, going long, trying to execute before the second half, trying to get a touchdown before second half.
Gotcha. And I think too, really feeding off of this momentum.
Yeah.
Defense went out there, they did their thing. He paid attention to the ball, got it back to you. Now do something with it. Great screen pass, good awareness. Great job by Leeds. Great play
see
call.
The momentum going to Leeds now.
Taking advantage of space. Leeds trying to get their play calls out as soon as possible. Trying to run a little bit, hurry up. Motioning in.
Motion.
Great job by number 55.
Charlie Evans. Setting the edge, make sure doesn't cut back inside.
Prize still in the quarters coverage, making some adjustments to the formation, opposite formation.
Both our ends going to the right side. We've got our backside linebacker, Darren, coming off the edge. And our 2D tackles in a free tech. Oh, it's a QB run. Oh! Great juke. Jake Horn. That's a sack. Jake Horn has gotten a sack.
That's just, you know, going in, especially as a smaller guy, you need to have leverage going into it and just make that tackle, right? You got kind of stuck on it and just running with him, just not hitting them, right? Where I think, it was really space to be able to deliver a big hit, too.
So the punt unit's out for Leeds Griffin once again. We've got Leo and Paul coming out to return the ball.
Let's see if there's going to be a fair catch called again or not.
I want Leo to return this. I'm thinking,
The whole time I've known Leo Kim, I don't think I've ever seen him fair catch a ball. Have you?
no, I've known him since Blitz.
Ooh,
Wow,
miserable.
great
Great
Wow.
punt.
What a punt by Leeds.
Just,
Bring us
again,
to the
one of those
5 yard line.
situations, how do you read the ball, right? If the ball's spinning over, you have to know where
Yeah.
it's going to land and how it's going to bounce after that as a
Yeah.
returner. Massive thing that you need to coach as both the receiver coach and a returner coach, which normally, you know, is the same thing, that you have to pay attention on how the ball spins in the air because you can't, you know, now you're setting yourself up with the offense, you know, super backed up, and you don't want to be in that situation. Now, Pride, of course, they've had a lot of success in this game, so they're not going to be hurt so much as
Yeah.
Leeds probably would be in this
Yeah.
situation. But still, you don't want to do that if you can limit that. Which, again, I'm sure you could just fair caught that.
Yeah. Shout out to Pride from Oslo, Norway. I think that's Daniel Bojak's relative.
Daniel Bjerke. Can you say that? Bjerke.
Biek.
Almost.
I don't have it. I have the French name.
Yeah, no, the Scandinavian names difficult. That's why I have 2 last names, but I stay with just one of them, Jensen.
Yeah, that's
But
easy.
I got the other. My second one is Östlund. It's got the O with the 2 dots on top, but
Yeah.
no one ever knows how to pronounce it.
Scandinavian.
Yeah.
Up north.
Also, just want to shout out all our cameramen, all media students here at SGS, doing a great job.
Tom Conway, Xavier. Got Luke Vincent. And is that Finn?
Ooh, I see I catching the snap there. Leo came with the ball. Decent gain still. Again, going back to philosophy of just, you know, gain 4 yards and you got a first down. Sorry, 4 yards every down. Let's see, we got second and medium. Still, very interesting approach. I love it that they're coming out in this Wildcat. They know they have success in it. If we're backed up, let's lean back to what we know we can do and be successful in, and let's just gain that yards, or those yards, and then just come out and do our regular stuff.
Got Wildcat again. Mackenzie Ellis.
Oh.
Oh, there's a
Almost
flag.
broke through. Got a flag on the play, though. See if we can see what that could have been. Yeah. Holding by offense. Gang, going back to just making basic mistakes that just can't happen in a game like this. Especially on a
timeout.
good run like that.
Oh, 2-minute warning.
See what, I don't really know what we're waiting for right now. can we also talk about how nice the weather is?
Yeah,
I thought it was
great
going to be
weather.
raining.
It's been great weather for 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
Yeah, since I
Don't
came
jinx it, though. Don't jinx it.
back. Yeah, UKO can be unpredictable.
Yeah,
all
no,
the time.
very. Let's see. Wildcat. Oh, we got Isaiah catching the snap again. Misdirection with Leo Kim. Stepping up in the middle. Oh, great stop by Leeds again.
Yeah, doing better fights there to run the ball. Bulldoze through. Yeah, punching is coming out for Pride.
Great stop. Great job by Leeds. Just dominating the front there. Will this be the momentum change?
No,
Okay.
no. I don't see these Griffins getting a point in this game.
That doesn't sound biased at all.
Nah, it's not bad. It's just I wanna say-
Observation.
No, just the truth.
Okay.
Just great pun by.
Decent roll by the punt. Decent punt. I mean, being backed up is really tough. You
Yeah.
really just want to
50
make
on
sure
that,
that
yeah.
you get the ball out. Now
Yeah.
where it lands, you know, you kind of messed up already by being that backed up. So take whatever you can get, really. But again, great roll. Let's see. Will the offense finally come out and match the energy of the Leeds defense and just continue the momentum?
We'll have to see. I have my doubts, but
Coming out again in a 3-by-1 formation.
Adam Knight, number 6, is your QB's worst nightmare, apparently. Wow.
Motioning in the slot. Set pass play. Throwing it deep. Oh!
Just leave it through.
Doing a classic, you know, quarters coverage. What can you use to beat it? You know, run something up the middle and see
Yeah.
what happens.
Unfortunately,
Route-wise. He
QB's
was,
overthrown
you know,
it.
you just got to kind of, like, stitch it in there. You have to
Yeah.
be very accurate with that and be
Put this
confident in
a
your receivers.
sufficient QB, I'm not
If you're
sure.
going to miss it, though, I think you did a good job by missing it high and over, you
Yeah.
know?
It's a screen to number 88.
Which worked really nicely for them before. You know, in this situation, Steve, I feel like for the OC, the Leeds OC,
Yeah.
do you just continue with what works?
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely,
if
yeah.
this is what's working, pick it apart and keep doing that.
Yeah.
If that's the area that you need to attack, find the personnel that you can do it with and keep doing it.
And then rely on your defense to get
Exactly.
stops.
Exactly.
Oh,
That's interesting. I probably would have applied that.
Oh, it's a QB run.
Great awareness by the quarterback. Looks like a quarterback
QB's
draw, though.
rapid. Oh, no,
Yeah,
it's a flag.
definitely a late hit.
Yeah.
Unnecessary, very unnecessary. Again,
Talk about
just
discipline,
stupid things,
mistakes.
just getting flags for no reason at all. You knew he was running out of bounds. There's no reason to hit him like that. Leeds thought, hey, if this is the momentum they get, you got to go with it, you know?
Stupid mistakes by Pride. Discipline, no.
If discipline, which has been a problem for Pride in
Yeah.
the past, if that's something that you can feed off as lead, you know,
So
why
we,
wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. It seems like a pretty common theme now, though, and even from film that I watch with Leeds, that anytime they line up in empty like this, that or have him motioning like that,
Just
he
keep it
tends to
around.
just kind of keep it to
Yeah.
himself. You know, thing though, he doesn't get a lot of yards unless Pride makes mistakes like this.
They're feeding off, our mistakes.
Yep. Which again, this is momentum. Any momentum is momentum. You gotta take it. How do you gain off of this then?
It's a pass.
Wide open receiver to the
89.
field side. Oh!
Oh,
Touchdown
touchdown.
Leeds! Great awareness by the quarterback, working outside of the pocket. Great
Wow.
catch. You know, basic mistake by the defense.
Yep.
Steve on defense, in the coverage. Who goes for the ball? Second guy. Now we made the mistake. The first guy who's there, he goes for the ball.
Great pass.
Looks like a Shea too.
Yeah, shake.
One of my players. He's gonna hear about that later.
I'll say that's a great pass. Dotted it straight to him. Zipped it.
Yeah, took advantage too of it. Again, when you play on defense, when you're in coverage, if you're the first person there, you need to make that tackle. You need to make sure that he's not catching that ball. Whatever you do, if he's taller, play through his arm. If he's smaller, play through him. You know, but we can't go for the ball. Something that I've always told my DBs is, believe it or not, the ball is never meant for you. Okay, it might look like it, but it's never intended to you. Okay, so don't go for the ball. But again, Leeds gaining momentum. Look at that. Did you jinx this, Steve?
No, we're going second half now, so it's practically over.
Yes, there can't be much left.
Yeah.
We did have a 2-minute warning, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the second half's first half's nearly done.
One of my great mentors once said, Matthew Hom, he said, if you see the ball, you see it get caught, which very much applies to this situation, you know. Again, going back to it, you cannot look back at the ball. You need to play your guy in man coverage.
Expecting better from Pride.
Very impressive, though, by Leeds, you know. Whatever momentum you get, you take it, and they did.
See these two don't jinx it.
Let's see how this kickoff goes. We got Paul back there. Pride has actually got a very interesting kickoff return where they kind of just move to where the ball is and they block the guy. Very old school, I would say, but fun and very effective.
It's been effective so far during the season,
Yeah. And for any untrained eye, you can look at Pride's kickoff coverage here, or kickoff return, that
almost like an
there's
arrow.
not as much. Exactly, it's beautiful. There's not as much dead space when they line up, whereas Leeds have a lot of space between the returners and the blockers.
Got injury player down.
Looks like we got 42? No, 62? It cannot be a lot of time left, Steve, but what do you expect from the rest of this quarter?
I want us to go long, try to go long, get a touchdown, hopefully.
Do you feel stressed in this situation, though? Because you still have momentum, you're still up by a point, right?
Yeah.
And it's been proven that, you know, Leeds, they can't get their own momentum, right?
Yeah.
They need to feed off of our mistakes, or Pride's mistakes, right? And so, do you kind of just, like, go back to your offense, gain some yards, and whatever happens, happens? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think I would stress it in this situation. I think if Pride really wanted to, they would just keep running their power like they did with both Scott and Simon and the other running backs, and they'll gain as many yards as they want.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's also good to have your game plan, sticking with it, and just, you know, seeing what works and what doesn't work. Looks like he's hurt his ankle, but he's walking off himself. That's a good sign.
He's limping.
We're overhearing now from the sideline. There's about 15 seconds left of this quarter, or this half. What do you think the defense gonna do? Do you think they're gonna stick it out?
Yeah, 100%. Oh, yeah. Because go long, get a touchdown, or you stay in coverage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sound like a defensive player, Stu.
I am a defensive player. Don't like offense.
Let's see. They're coming out in the 2-by-2.
Yeah.
Pass play.
Go long.
Scott again feeling some pressure in the
That's what I
pocket,
mean.
even though he shouldn't.
Oh.
Overthrown.
That's
Way
it. We do it
overthrown.
again. We go again.
Again, showing those tendencies, Scott, in the pocket where he's just so stressed. I understand as a quarterback, if your pocket doesn't open up, it's very scary because you don't have anywhere to step up, and you want to create space so that if you have to escape, you can. But in this situation, you're kind of messing up for your own line too, because if you move too far out, they don't know where you are. They don't know where they need to block, and they don't know for how long they need to block. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I think Scott needs to relax in the pocket, trust his O-line. He's got 2 ELF commits and GFL commits, so
I feel like
it's all good.
It's a reflex for him since he's been playing college
100%.
ball.
just throwing it up into triple coverage. Very good that the defense had no awareness of where that ball was.
Yeah, I think the second half.
That
First
is
half done.
the end of the first half. Surprising though, what would you summarize this first half as?
Underwhelming for Pride. I feel like as the underdogs for Leeds, it's been a decent half for them.
I'd
They
agree.
could do better, but especially the better
Definitely.
half for both teams.
I think Pride spent too much time being pretty and trying to
Yeah.
do too much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where, you know, in this game, if you want to, I think they could have just dominated with those power plays that they were running, or power schemes, and have both Scott just dominated in the run game and with the running backs as well. But again, you know, if you want to make some things happen, you got to build up a small plays, but they try to force the big plays. You know, Leeds love it coming out there, just thriving off of just mistakes of Pride, which I think, you know, again, I've said it many times now, but any momentum is momentum, and any yards you can gain are yards, you know, so just feed off of that. But we'll be back in the second half.
Yeah, about 15 minutes. Yeah. And we're back. You know, scores 14-7 to SGS Pride. What do you have to say?
I'm really excited for this second half.
So
Has Pride fixed their mistakes? Have they talked to their players and said, hey, we can't have these mistakes? We can't let them gain momentum just off of our mistakes, you know? What do you think Leeds have said in this half?
like, continue how we ended the half.
Yeah.
Because they obviously had a better end to the half than we did.
Definitely,
Got
definitely.
a touchdown. You know, I want to see how this kickoff goes. I thought that would really shape how the game will go. Now.
Yeah. Hopefully he won't run straight up the middle
Yeah, yeah.
again where there's no blocks for him. Or they fix that blocking.
I feel like
We'll
it's
see.
a blocking because
100%, 100%. You want momentum in kickoff and you want to be able to run and take an angle. But, you know, if the blocking isn't there, you got to be able to read it too. Let's see. I don't really know what we're waiting for. There we go. Start signal. Joe McGowan's still kicking. He's had some decent kicks.
yeah.
Nothing, you know, over the top, but
Yeah.
definitely decent kicks. Still got the same.
it's
Oh,
onside.
we got a hands team
And they
out here.
recovered it.
And he recovered his own kick.
The whistle has been blown.
Did he? He went 10 yards too. It's Pride ball.
Wow. Such a close thing to do.
I don't know why the whole Pride sideline is so. There we go. They woke up finally. Great recovery by Joe McGowan himself. Can we put that down? We need a highlight of that.
Yeah, I feel like, that's the show.
Leeds players
How
all
the game's gonna go.
confused.
That's an indicator of how the game's going to go.
Hey, if that's not a textbook Coach Ben, I don't know
Coach
what
Ben, yeah.
is.
Standard. Looks like these didn't do their film from last year.
I don't know why the refs are confused because he went 10 yards. Hey, Pride ball! Great first start. What is she saying? She's trying to say it. Head coach with Leeds trying to slow everything down, questioning it. Leeds defense coming out. Okay, we got Price, we got trips to one side. Formation into the boundary. Ethan Hunt.
Simon with a run.
Si-
Great run by Simon.
Great gaps created by the O-line. Simon
Lennox.
was even touched in the first
No.
15 yards.
Nope. Lennox with some great blocking. As
Tendai, the center, number 63, hyped from that play. Great job just feeding off of that energy,
This is what I mean, momentum.
just feeding into that offense. Hopefully maybe Pride have thought through their process and maybe gone back to kind of the, you know, meathead football that, you know, run it down their throat. If that's what works,
That was working,
do
yeah.
it.
It's
Another run by Simon.
Clearly it's working. 'cause
Again,
he's got
barely touched in the first couple yards.
7 yards from here. Oh, 6 yards. It's going to be second and 4. Second and 4, second and 4. 3.
You know, you can see a massive difference too
Yeah.
between the two sidelines, and just seeing the energy on the Pride sideline just feeding off, you know, coming into a new half, new opportunities, and just new reps, right? Whereas, you know, a lot of the Leeds players' heads, they're not up, you know, they're walking on the
Motion by
sideline,
DJ.
heads down, looking out into the ground.
QB
Keeping the ball. Scott stiff arming
wow.
someone to the
What a
ground,
stiff arm.
unfortunately
Ooh,
pulled
nice.
down.
Is that face
Want
mask?
to see a replay of that? It's just a block by Ted. Can't really say anything about it. Yep.
Oh, plays down.
If that call is on that block,
Onto the car.
I'll be very disappointed. We can hear the Pride head or the Leeds head coach on the sideline saying to her guys, "Hey, we gotta step up. We know what they're gonna be like. We have to step up and just play Leeds football."
Doesn't she play for the GB women's team as well? Good boy.
She does. She does. I think.
Linebacker. I'm not sure.
That was a blindside block.
And the scores are 17-7 against Warwick Wolves and Portsmouth. Looks like it's going to be a Pride versus Warwick final as of now.
So, also looking at the other game today, we have. Oh, you did? Yeah. Sorry, my bad. I didn't hear you. You gotta speak louder. I can't hear you, Steve. I'm sorry.
I'm speaking into the mic, that's why.
Okay. My bad. Oh, he's walking on. Number 3, the returner.
Shout out for Simon Aletha. I think that's his dad that's shouting him out. So, mistakes. We talk about from the first half. Looks like they're continuing to this half. The mistakes.
What mistakes would you...
The blind side, you know.
Yeah.
Being disciplined.
Exactly. Discipline, I'd say, is the main mistake that's going on right now, especially for Pride. But has been a very consistent theme throughout this season, too.
Oh, another flag.
Another flag, possibly
Ooh,
holding.
Deshani,
Scott doing a much better job, though, in the pocket, being
Yeah.
comfortable and just waiting for that
Being
route
patient.
to develop and
Yeah.
just patient and just getting that ball out.
Mhm.
But again, of course, when we have some good football happening, it's got to be some
Yeah.
mistakes in it.
Yep, holding another 10 yards back, so this is second super duper long.
Got trips to the field side.
High snap.
High snap, but Scott doing a great
Poor
job
Maniac.
recovering with that.
Ooh.
Oh,
Lost his footing.
another thing going back to just fundamental football, Steve.
Yeah.
If you as a player catch the ball, quarterback's already kind of made the mistake of throwing something short.
Yeah.
Do you cut back and try to make something happen? Or do you, stay in your path and just make as much happen as possible?
Make as much happen as possible.
There you go, right? I think, again, Pride is continuing with the theme, both with coaching and the way that they're playing, trying to do too much. And I think me being a part of this program, it's been a very common theme with players trying to do as much as possible and not really understanding that as long as I do my job, everything's going to turn out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a screen to Ethan Hunt, hooks the ladder.
A little hook and ladder.
And there's another
Paul,
flag.
one of the fastest players on
Wow.
the team.
Pride in the the third penalty this drive. Another holding block, wow. This is disappointing. Talked about mistakes going into the second half and looks like they're still continuing.
Yeah.
Wow. Yep, holding again. Wow.
Another holding call.
It's at 3rd and 30.
Very, very, very far.
Wow, 3rd and 30.
Just, again, one of those situations, as the blockers on Pride or any team, you have to consider what you're doing, right? You can't make these mistakes. What's the difference in the outcome of you holding someone versus possibly not making this block?
It's a run.
Simon
Oh,
bouncing
Simon
outside. He's
still
got
going.
space. He's just going for it. Oh,
Ah, great run by Simon. Is it enough? I feel like.
great run by Simon. Great job by number 36 for Leeds too, taking the right angle, running to the ball and not running to where the ball is going to create cutback lanes, etc. for Simon. Great job there. Great blocking by Pride too.
Great tackle by 36 for Leeds Griffins.
So we got 4th and medium, 4th and short-ish.
Fourth and medium. I'm going for it.
Pride staying in their regular offense. I would have expected them to come out in their Wildcat at this point.
But I feel like it's a great call going for it. Fourth and medium.
100%. I definitely think that they should have gone for it. They got the talent there.
It's a QB run.
Scott keeping the ball. Oh,
Oh,
great
just
stop
short,
by
just
Leeds.
short. Great tackle by
Really,
number
really good
33.
job by Leeds. Again, going back to the first half, you know, is this the way that they could possibly take this game by just feeding off of disciplinary mistakes and flags and creating upsets in this offense for Pride and just creating momentum and hopefully get good situations for their offense to continue the momentum to go.
I must say, Leeds' defense has been outstanding.
Definitely stepping up.
Yeah, Pride touchdown. Big shout out to number 6 for Pride, Joe McGowan from Dad and Mum. Said they're super proud of you.
Pride staying in their quarters coverage, paying very conservative.
Great tackle by Joe.
Great job
Made
by
a
Joe. He
tackle.
heard that.
Yeah,
He's like, I'm going to
definitely.
play through that. We're loving the comments. Keep the positive comments coming. I'd say a very common theme with the Pride defense is obviously playing quarters, but their DBs tend to play very conservative.
Yeah.
And I think there should be more teams taking advantage of this, throwing the screens, throwing the short passes, and just taking.
Great run by the QB.
Great
Still
run,
going.
breaking free.
Great tackle by Jabril to start. Wow. That's a crucial tackle.
Leeds taking advantage of this momentum, doing great.
If Jabril doesn't get that tackle, that's a touchdown.
Again, in this game, is Leeds matched up physically? Probably not. You know, they don't have as many athletes. They're not as dedicated as an academy to the sport. They have a lot of athletes. Again, going back to the head coach talking pregame to me, saying that a lot of our athletes or a lot of these players had dissertations. They had dissertation prep, and it's a main focus for them. So doing this, you know, taking advantage of space, taking what they're given is really the way to go for them this game.
Yeah. It's a screen.
Again, stealing space.
Darren slipped.
We got
great tackle by Gabriel Gonzalo.
Great job by the safety,
This kid's
just
getting big
running to
hits.
the ball.
That's his.
Second and medium, possibly the best drive that Leeds have had this game.
They're moving the ball. It's a bit concerning for me. It wasn't in my books.
Again, just keep the comments coming. We love reading it. Still interesting approach that, you know, as for me, I wouldn't want my DBs to back up too far in this situation because look at the sticks. They're not that far to go.
Ooh, it's a QB keep.
Hey, it's still a 2-3 yard gain, okay? It's a great play. Leeds stepping up. Got some people coming up slow, but you know, physicality is just football.
I don't feel like there's been a lot of changes in the defense for Pride. Been the same guys out since the close game.
Another interesting thing is, you know, down and distance matters a lot, but also what you have is the big difference in Mason being in the middle of the hashes versus to one hash, having a quarterback with a strong arm versus maybe not as confident in this position.
Jabril
That's
with
a
great
very
tackle,
big holding.
and there's a flag.
Very big holding by number 87, holding Joe McGovern. Very evident.
Yeah, we're accepting the penalty.
It's just not, you know, you just can't have these situations and these mistakes in this drive.
Yeah.
You had so much
Such
momentum.
a good drive, yeah.
You can't let that happen. In that situation, 87's just got to wash him out. You got to let your quarterback read what's going on, or your running back read what's going on, and just possibly, you know, bounce it back inside. But we can't have these mistakes.
Oh, they're punting it. Wow. I thought that they should have gone for it.
They might.
Fake, yeah. Watch the fake, yeah. Shout out to number 55, Charlie Evans. I think that's, yeah, the mum of Charlie. And I see his dad over there in the crowd watching the game. Got great support parents.
Charlie Evans, real rock star.
Yeah.
During the Thanksgiving dinner they had with the Pride, he stayed behind. All his teammates have left, basically. He stayed behind. He was vacuuming the classrousms that we had been in.
Yeah.
Great kid. He was doing so
great
much
leader
for the
of
team that day. And he
FE
is
and
every
HEQ.
day.
Yeah. Great personality, great role model with the team.
Very interesting, again, field position for Pride. What's this going to look like? The last time they were like this, they couldn't get out, right? And so what are they going to do different this time?
I feel like we should just keep running the ball.
I
Try to
don't-
not get flags.
Yep, I don't see a Scott out there, so
Yeah.
it looks like they're Wildcat,
Wildcat.
monster type of
yeah.
deal that you guys run. Now, who is going to catch this snap? Isaiah back at
Isaiah.
it. He's going to catch it. Going to Leo. Oh, he's keeping it. He's running up. Jesus.
And it's a good run by
Loving
Isaiah.
it. Big man football. Love it. Hey, he's still got, what, 5 yards? 6
Yeah.
yards-ish?
Wow, what a run.
Loving it. Great run by Isaiah. Hey, that's been set up this whole game, though. I mean, it's a very easy setup, pretty obvious. But, you know, it's also, you get to a point where someone's going to take him down, too. And the leverage you need to take that O-lineman down,
Especially someone like
I'd say
Isaiah.
staying in Wildcat, I would, too. Now we got
Left side.
MK back catching the snap.
Yep.
Running to the left side.
Oh,
Oof,
great
wide
run by
open
MK.
gap. Got the second
Great
there,
blocking.
unfortunately stopped right there. Leeds still doing pretty good. I mean, with the momentum of that, you know, you got a massive alignment who's committed to one of the better teams in the ELF
Yeah.
to make that tackle. Still doing pretty good. We've still got pretty strong spirits on this sideline too with Leeds.
Yeah, understandably, because, wow.
100%. They're doing good. They're doing good.
They've kept
Staying
Pride
in
to
the
14
Wildcat.
points in 3 quarters.
MK with the ball again, trying to bounce it outside, goes behind Isaiah. I think is a very good decision.
Yeah.
First down is a very good, you know, 2-yard gain-ish.
Yeah. Second and 7. I believe, yeah, 2nd and 7.
Again, is this what they should have done the whole first half, maybe?
First half, yeah. Sort of leads the momentum and then the touchdown, all of that, yeah.
Exactly. Stay in the Wildcat, motioning out, or shifting out. Leo Kim on it.
Mackenzie's got the ball again.
Ooh, great stop by Leeds, getting through there.
3rd and 3, I believe.
Just one of those things. Maybe is Pride getting sloppy now?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they've had these opportunities. I see Tom, our cameraman, not happy with it. But yeah, are they getting sloppy? You know, people are getting through blocks. They're not making 100%. You know, going into it like they really want to make these blocks.
Great run
Simon,
by Simon Alefa. Still going.
great run. At first down,
First
definitely.
down, yep. So I feel like we need to do is just slow down the game, run the clock.
I think another thing too that is such a small thing, but a detail that I think a lot of people in this country kind of miss is leverage.
Yeah.
And Simon in that situation, if he goes lower, is he the better matchup and can just kind of run through those
Yeah.
people because they're not making great blocks. They're not,
Yeah.
or great tackles. They're not amazing tackles, okay? They don't stick out in any way. You know, they just tend to get there and hang on to them.
Simon's still running.
Simon doing great job
I think
following
that's
his
the first
blocks.
down. Simon's had a brilliant game so far. Bruno beat Bournemouth. Yeah, they haven't lost a game this season, have they? No, yeah.
That's
Do we
the
get
first
it?
time
Division
they got
one.
to the final.
And the Premier.
Oh, there you go. That was the final score.
Oh wow, it was a close game. 6-13. So we can confirm Bruno
Got Scott back on the
made it
field.
to the final, beat the Bobcats 6-13.
Casper with the ball, following his blocks, doing great jobs, trying to spin out of that, but got caught in all that traffic.
Yeah, it looks
Still
like
a
it's
great gain.
was that 37, second and 7?
No, it's
I
third and-
flipped it, yeah.
yeah, you go. We're struggling with these down distances.
I'm not good at
Yeah.
downs.
Me neither. I mean, I am, but as a player, better than the
Yeah,
commentator.
yeah.
I feel like I've never, I don't know, I'm not used to calling it out. I just kind of observe it and go with the flow.
So QB keep. Oh,
Doing
Scott's still
great
going.
job with the power again.
Wow, it's about 10 yards.
Scott back at just a meathead,
Yeah.
you know, running back type of fullback
Yeah.
running style. Absolutely love it. You don't see that a lot anymore.
No,
People
not
just
nowadays.
like sacrificing their bodies going
Yeah.
into contact,
We've got
you
a lot
know?
of protection with the QBs nowadays.
100%. We got another injury by Leeds.
Yeah, I think so. You might need some water. I don't know.
Got some people yelling about water.
I don't know if you want to water. I just maybe.
It's just one of those situations, though. Like, there's so much intensity in this, especially for
Yeah.
Leeds. This is their opportunity. I was speaking to the head coach earlier, and she said, you know, they've had so many opportunities. They've been in this situation, 3 years in a row now,
Yeah.
where, you know, they get to here, but they just kind of, they don't move on from here, you know? And so it would be such a big thing. She's saying that her seniors that started when she went to the program, when she was first at the program, her first year, they're graduating this year. So it'd be an amazing story for them to, you know, they've gone through all of this education and played football. Now what can they do with it? Their last year, is it a championship year for them? Hey, great job by Lennox, number 56, picking
Yeah.
up Casper, making sure that he gets every single yard that he
Extra yards,
can.
yeah.
Another injury
Wow.
from Leeds.
Doesn't look like they
I
can
think, Steve, what would you say? I don't know if you have a rugby background at all,
No.
being in this country.
play football and basketball.
Yeah, because most people do in this sport, I would say,
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the UK. And one thing, because I played actually rugby in college in America when I was there, and the massive adjustment that was for me mentally was that rugby is such a game of physicality,
Yeah.
but it wasn't about the inches. Whereas in football, you know, you push through to get every
Every inch,
single grass, you know, piece of grass that you can get,
Yeah.
because it's so important, right? Whereas in rugby, you just kind of go with the flow and get as
Yeah.
much as you can, and then everything starts going backwards again. So I think for anyone new here, football is really a game of inches, and to the point where if you're not sure about if the ball is far enough for a first down, they'll take the chains out to the middle of the field and measure it with the
yeah.
ball.
Had a few controversial calls
100%, yeah.
in CFB.
But yeah, so what Lennox did there is a great thing, you know,
Yeah.
great instincts that we got to get as much ground as we can.
Every yard counts, every inch counts.
100%.
That's what she said.
90 limping off, but he's still on his own with his own engine. Prize regular offense out on the field again, 2 by 2. Simon
on
from
motion.
from wide out.
Tijani
mentioned in.
Askan.
Oh,
Tijani Askan still going, stiff arm.
oh!
Oh!
Great run by DJ.
That's his first run.
God.
Is that a plane?
Oh, flag on the
Ah.
play.
Is that a plane? Is that
Yeah.
a bird?
Luckily,
No, it's
the
Tijani.
all the whistles were blown, so it should be fine.
15.
So it's first and 10, but 15 yards.
He's 15.
Huh?
First
15
and
yards.
yeah.
Oh.
So we still get a first down for Pride, but however, it's 15 yards penalty because
why
of
the sticks
what was
haven't
the
moved.
foul?
It's a personal foul.
Personal foul. Okay.
Why the six haven't moved? I don't know.
I'll say this: it's my second time commentating. I'm really enjoying it. I'm very much a beginner, but it's very difficult to pay attention to everything. It's there's so much to pay attention to. I think for myself as a coach, I mean, I've spent my days in up in the box and watching the game and coaching throughout the game. But you have an assigned role. You're looking at when I coached for the Unicorns in Schwäbisch Hall. When I was the receivers coach, I had one assignment. I was up in the box and I was doing that, and communicating with the OC. It is so much easier than this. So much easier. Let's see. We still got the regular offense out for Pride.
Daniel, don't beg it. It's run, Kasper Salik. Great blocking.
Great
Still
blocking.
going. Again, there's extra yards.
I will say this. We've seen a massive improvement in Kasper, even from the past 6 months.
Yeah.
Just growth both on and off the field, talking football, playing football. That's all he does.
I don't know if he was a running back before. I thought he was a... I don't think he played running back before. I think he played a receiver. I'm not sure.
I think he's been a little bit of everything. I think he played like
yeah.
a slot receiver, then he plays a receiver, like wide out, and then now I think he's kind of found his... He likes being a running back.
Running back, yeah.
And it's just impressive to see his work ethic.
Yeah, he's got a great work ethic. Fourth quarter, wow, it's been a fast game, a lot of running.
We can hear the Leeds head coach on the sideline saying as they're walking over, hey, you got to keep your heads up. We got to, step up and just be there for our defense in these situations, especially in the fourth quarter.
I kind of want Leeds to score, make it a closer game.
Look at you turning.
Wow.
What is going on?
The game's gone too quick.
Yeah, I saw the running, though.
Thank you, Joanna.
Hey, this is a massive situation, though, right? Anything here could break for a touchdown. We're so close to it. Wide open, Ethan Hunt running in. Oh, could he reach the ball over? Touchdown, Pride!
Wow. Game, set, match.
Look at that.
Game, set, match.
Hey, we still have a whole quarter, though. We still got a whole quarter.
Game, set, match.
Steve, it's all right. It's all right. I know you want Leeds to score. It's all right.
That's game. Fourth quarter. I'm not sure.
It's a whole quarter left.
But the touchdown goal was also lucky.
What Super Bowl was it where Brady came back with, 2 minutes left?
Was it? No.
Atlanta
Atlanta
Patriots?
Falcons,
Yeah.
New England, yeah.
Oh,
You're good.
Let's see. All Ted's kicks have been good today.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll keep that theme going. Oh!
Well,
Iffy snap, but Leo came doing a great job getting it set up for Ted to kick, and it's good. Hey, very fun drive. Very fun drive. Some mistakes, but really,
we started
really
at
fun.
the 5 yard line, did we not?
Great pass by Scott, too.
A very long drive. Resulted in a touchdown. And, I'm probably thinking what a lot of people are thinking. The game's done. But yeah. I'm predicting a turnover on this drive as well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What kind of turnover?
Fumble.
Fumble?
Fumble or pick.
A pick.
Yeah.
I would like to see a pick. I'd like to
Because I
see
feel like they're
something.
going to pass the ball to get as far as possible. Yeah, it would make sense.
The thing is, though, I think the Leeds offense have pretty much locked in. I think they know what they need to do.
Yeah.
Now, is the offensive coordinator going to stay true to that and see that, you know, Pride defense are giving them a lot of space.
Yeah.
If
with
they
the
can
DBs.
just, you know, run some hitches maybe, run a couple slants, especially the screens have been so successful.
Yeah.
Keep doing what works. Ooh. Will it be? Oh, Pride ball!
Wow, recovered again. I said
Pride
it.
recovers another kickoff.
The game's over. See the celebrations by Dejani and Gabriel Lizio. Wow. Great call by Coach Ben. The mastermind behind all of this. Also got the mastermind behind defense. Coach Ash. The mastermind behind the O-line. Coach Chris.
I will say
D-line.
this. Coach Ben, doing a great job understanding that special teams have a huge part.
Impact, yeah.
And it's if you make it, it can really be a third of the game.
Yeah.
It's
That's
incredible to
true now.
see. It's so much fun to see, and it really demonstrates for the rest of the UK coaches that
Yeah.
hey, there is something here. There is something in special teams. We need to start really dedicating our teams to it because it's so much fun when things like this happen.
Squats out.
I will say this though,
Motion
looking at
by
the Leeds,
Ethan Hunt. Rossi Nikolov still got the ball.
oof. Hey,
Decent
decent stop.
Yeah.
I will say this, the Leeds sideline has not changed much in the past 15 minutes. They've had some adversity.
Yeah.
They're not in a great setup right now, but they still look like they've got some faith in the game.
These ways,
You gotta be some positive, Steve. Come on.
I'm positive.
Okay,
I wanted them to get a touchdown, but you know, the game's
Missed
changed.
out. Again, Pride in the regular offense. Scott handing the ball off to
McKenzie,
MK.
Great run.
MK getting
Still
some
going.
real burst out
McKenzie's
of
still
there.
going. Oh, he's had a great game
Doing
this game.
great in contact too, moving the ball, even though he's got multiple people hanging on to him.
He's got sickness, and he's still playing like. He's got 2 touchdowns.
Hey, we back in that territory where, you know, anything could break for a touchdown. Leeds really, really, really need to step up at this point if they're going to have any shot of winning this game.
Yeah. If they let a touchdown, I think it's fair to say, even if you're neutral for Leeds.
I think another thing too, going off the sidelines, Pride have an intensity, they have an energy that's been there the whole game,
Yeah.
whereas Leeds are starting to realize now that, hey, we need to wake up, we need to feed off of this energy, and again, going back to my favorite word, momentum, right?
Yeah.
We got to maintain it, whereas they haven't the whole game. They're starting to now, the coach is starting to, you know, talk to their players and show interest that, hey,
Yeah.
guys, we need to wake up now. We have a shot, it's just 2 scores, right? But we have to commit to it. Pride still in the regular offense, motioning Ethan Hunt. Oh, false start.
See, great
Leeds
encouragement by
players.
number 6 for Leeds, encouraging the sideline to be louder.
Hey, it's a massive thing though. It's
Yeah.
so different playing in front of no crowd versus a crowd.
Yeah.
Because even if you have a massive crowd that's against you, it's so much to just feed off of. But if there's no one there, you only have yourself and your teammates. It's a lot.
Yeah, you can hear them now. Motion by Ethan Hunt.
Handing
Dejani
off to
Askan's gonna
DJ.
bounce outside, come back inside. Still running.
Stiff
Dejani
arm.
Askan still going. Oh,
Almost.
great run by Dejani Askan. My favorite scene for him. Is that a plane? Is that a bird? No, it's Tejane. He told me to say that, by the way.
Again, Steve, if anyone wants to be a part of the Pride program, what do they do?
You go on the social media app, Facebook, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, whatever, and you come to the tryout on May the 4th, and and try for SGS Pride.
Awesome. And if you have any questions, the Pride Instagram is Filton Pride.
Yeah, Filton Pride.
Message them, and I'm pretty sure there's a recruitment link maybe in there too. Yeah.
Gonna ask you for your height, your weight, your position, where you playing at now. Comment saying SGS left the bottle.
We got a timeout. What would you say has been the biggest benefit or the most that you've grown in being a part of the Pride program?
I feel like disciplining myself, like, you know, before I came to Pride, I don't think I was like disciplined in what I do. Like, that's what's of life, like making my own food, living by myself, just developing as a person quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not only about football; it's about everything off the field too.
Everything off the field,
Yeah.
Learn how to cook and all of that. So waking up yourself. You know, as my parents wake me up, I take on myself now. Just developing as a human.
Yeah.
Quicker, because you're coming at 16, coming for college, living by yourself.
Okay, let's see what Pride is doing. We have the Wildcat offense out now, which I think is a very good decision by Pride to really, after this, if they score, really lock in the game.
Yeah.
Kind of, you know, unofficially say, hey, this is our game.
Over,
Isaiah with the ball. Ooh, he's running straight out. Let's see. Oh.
He's still in.
Ooh. Unfortunately got out of bounds.
Touchdown display. Calling it now. That's just on ball, man. Hear this guy, man.
Isaiah on the field screaming, do it again.
I mean, you got a few yards. Does it again and scoring a touchdown?
Definitely. I say too, with each run, he'll learn what to do.
He's gonna learn.
It's a lot. If you've never ran with the ball before, you don't really know what to look for, where to go. But you learn pretty quickly what you need to do with the ball.
The on the motion, Mackenzie Ellis
scores another touchdown for Pride. His third touchdown today.
And he's sick.
And he's sick.
To see he's having a
great job.
Michael Jordan flu game.
Hey, shout out to the Pride O-line too to create that great gap in the rest of the offense.
Wow, game's over. It's gonna be a 3-1 comeback. The Cavs and Warriors. You guys know you know.
Let's see if the snap is better this time. Again, though, very impressive that it's a very stressful situation as a holder when the snap isn't perfect, because you have to time it up so well with the kicker because you don't want to mess up his stride.
Leo's done a great job so far.
And the kick is good.
Kick is good. That's going to be 28-7 in the fourth quarter, so, you know.
Can Leeds do anything about this, Steve?
Absolutely not. I'm just being real. The game's over. Not a proper uni.
I'll say this. You never know, but I will say that Pride has played a very good game. I think what really dominated was the special teams.
Yeah.
I think if they wouldn't have had the kickoff returns like that, or returning their own kickoffs, I think it wouldn't have been a very different game, but a very different, same outcome, but different way there.
Yeah.
However, if you didn't have those situations, maybe if you let your defense onto the field more, would there have been more mistakes and more opportunities for Leeds to actually score and make it a more even game? You never know. Now let's see. Is Coach Ben making the decision to do the same thing, or are we going to give the defense a break?
Yeah.
Oh, a little pop-up. Let's see if they catch it.
Oh, my days.
Leeds return it. Looks like some frustration from DJ.
Starting offense still on. Starting defense, shall I say. Still on.
Let's see if they stay in their quarters and give them all that space still in the front. Open for screens that they've been pretty successful with in the past.
Got Caleb coming in at, I think, left end. It's a run.
play, power.
A great run by the running back.
Great yard gain by them.
Oh.
Hey, way to set the tone for Leeds too. Good stop still by Pride. I will say this. We've been standing this whole game, and I'm my lower back is starting to feel this.
My legs
We're standing on a wooden floor. I'm standing in the flattest shoes I own. It's not good for my back. Let's see. Another run play up the middle.
Oh, great run by
Hey, a first down,
one.
though. The one thing, though, with Leeds running the ball this much, are they going to give each other or give themselves enough time to make up these scores?
Because the clock is
At
running
this
now.
pace, probably not.
Yeah.
Quarterback's being very stressful, though, really hurrying up his teammates, making sure that they get the snap off.
Oh. Money's
Should be a flag on Pride. A free play, as you would call it. Could you explain that, Steve?
It's encouragement, so offside. No, encouragement. So Manny's not allowed to cross the line unless
Or
the ball's
any
been
D-line,
snapped.
yeah.
Any D-line, yeah. But he's crossed the line before the ball's been snapped, so technically offside or encouragement, whatever.
Yep. Offside or even in the neutral zone.
Neutral zone, yeah.
Yep. So anytime that happens and there's a flag, you can still keep the play going if you want to, if you snap the ball. And that technically would become a free play.
Yeah.
So if they would have completed that ball, it would have ended up where they was, taken down after that. However, now because it wasn't completed, it's just a 5-yard penalty, and it's first and
down.
5.
Oh, it's a QB
Quarterback
keep.
power.
Great run by the QB.
Great
Still going.
run. He's still going.
Wow.
Oh, whoa. Oh, I don't know. Got
Great discipline
very
by
intense.
Gabriel Gonzalo.
A lot of
to not
intensity down
retaliate.
here and frustration down. Making blocks and staying on things until the whistle blows can create a lot of tension in the game, which, and I honestly very impressed by these refs for not throwing a flag on that. I think there's a lack of allowing intensity and frustration in the game in the UK. What would you say, Steve?
About what?
That, I think that UK referees tend to throw flags too much, especially when it comes to frustration. That in the situation like that, I'd say most refs here would have thrown that flag, whereas now they didn't, and I think that creates just a great atmosphere and just more competition on the field. And hopefully, as long as the players can sustain their heads and stay level-headed, I think that's totally fine. And I love some intense competition on the field. Really bad ball. You got a wide open receiver to the field side, or to the boundary side. All you got to do is just throw a little pop pass, make sure he catches it in the first down, and he just runs out of bounds, stop the clock.
Yeah.
But we can't make mistakes like that at quarterback. We have to complete balls like that.
And going back to what you said about discipline, I feel like Leeds know that the game's gone, so they're going to go try again. Pride's heads, if you get ejected, you're going to miss the final. So
100%. Hopefully they're not that dirty, and we just play fair, and, whatever aggression comes out, aggression is part of the football game, It takes a certain amount of people or a certain type of people to be out there running into each other and tackling each other. And I think a lot of refs in this country tend to, either, I don't want to say downplay, but they tend to limit that. They're not part of the game. Do they have the same backgrounds as the players, and do they know that football is it's an emotional game too,
Absolutely.
And you should be allowing that. Now, obviously, there's limits to it, but I think there's been too many flags in the past. It's just unfortunate, I think. Especially at this age too. They're still pretty young.
Emotional control is not, fully sustainable.
Exactly.
I mean, Pride's got a young team as well.
I think too, if you're constantly stopped every time you do it, how do you learn to actually gain control over it?
gotta let things wrong.
Pride still got their starting defense out. Coming out in the quarters coverage. Still giving them a lot of room and a lot of space to take.
It's a pass.
Ooh,
Great
quarterback
pressure.
escaping. He's got chasing down that ball security. Is making me want to cry.
If you go closer, punch the ball out, would have been a fumble.
100%. You know, even if you can't get to make that tackle, throw yourself at him.
Yeah.
Try to get something. Even if you touch that arm at that point, that ball isn't
Coming
secure.
out, yeah.
Hopefully trying to, you know, go into what you wanted. You know, a turnover, or a fumble, or something like that. I think at this pace, Leeds are stressing too much. They're not pacing themselves in the correct way. I think they're stressing. In football, you always have to be fast, but you can't be in a hurry.
Yeah.
When you're in a hurry, that's when you make mistakes.
Gotta stay composed.
Exactly.
Oh.
Ooh. Another situation. You just can't make those mistakes, quarterback. You're in a crucial situation. It's, you know, either you're in or you're out.
Yeah.
Like, you have to win this game.
Let's see
And
if
you
they're gonna
can't
punt the
make a
ball.
mistake on a screen pass like that.
They're not punting the ball, so.
Fun fact, J.J. Watt, who you
Yeah.
most likely know who
Yeah.
it is, he was a quarterback in high school,
Was he?
couldn't throw a bubble pass, and so the coaches said, no, we don't want you as a quarterback, play the end. And look at him now.
Yeah, that's what most defensive players, they either play QB, tight end, and then they transfer to
Right,
great defensive players.
right.
Many stories of it.
A lot of quarterbacks become great safeties. Let's see, another pass play, got a lot of space.
Ooh.
Ooh, 4th and long, does he catch it? Ooh! Oh,
Oh,
interception
O'Shea
by
catches,
O'Shea! Amazing catch by O'Shea, paying attention to the ball.
Great
Way to
runs by
redeem
O'Shea.
himself, though.
Remontada by Shea.
Way to redeem himself after that touchdown was scored on him and he went for the ball. Amazing attention to the ball.
And I think we can actually say now, like, confirm that the game is over.
Yeah, I have no comment on that.
I mean,
I can't.
the truth comes out eventually. I'm going to see in a few minutes.
Spirits are low now on the lead sideline.
Yep. Want to run the clock now.
Here's the thing, though. Knowing Coach Ben,
Mhm.
is he come out and just gonna do his thing, or what do you reckon?
Yeah, just from monster the whole time.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I'm expecting from him.
Is he still gonna try to preserve the clock?
Absolutely, yeah. And he's got Sam Hayes, our second string QB.
It's
in.
very much his personality, right?
Yeah.
Something that I very much like with Coach Ben, that he gets so much personnel out there and he gives opportunities to all players. Like
Yeah.
now, the backup quarterback getting
Sam
his
Hayes.
opportunity to come out there. Unfortunately, of course, there's the flag. I'm so tired of these flags. Steve,
Oh, yeah.
get it. Come on. You got to get them right. The Leeds defense have been doing a great job
Yeah.
staying on top of things, though. Even though the score might not say it, I think a reflection of the game is a very, very tough and hard-working defense that's been trying to keep up and trying to keep the momentum going. I think the one problem is if you're going to have a game like this where your offense isn't the momentum-taking personnel, you need a way to score on defense. You need to have the personnel
Yeah.
that can strip a ball, go
Yeah.
and, you know, either get the ball back or even a pick six or something. You need to score on defense. Or even get to a situation where you can even just get a field goal, you know? Get any points that you can get.
Wow, it looks like they're in a bad front. Yeah, wow. Send a great blitz. That was a great blitz by number 8. Saw that they were.
Another
overleading
thing, coaches not making adjustments soon enough, right?
Yeah.
There could have been these adjustments. They could have loaded the box if that's the case, and then just kept personnel out to keep contained. But, you know, if you make these mistakes by not making these adjustments early enough. Unfortunately, you know, I guess that's the difference between the great teams and the good teams.
Yeah, absolutely. Seen it in the past year, and this year, I can't talk about it. The Eagles' defense completely dominated.
Great job by Casper getting him off of him. Great effort too. Loving the spirit still keeping high with the leads. It's you know, it was a very different defense or a whole team just 3 minutes ago, seeing all their heads down. Now just feeding off the energy, saying, hey, our defense can stop these guys. What can we do with this now? We need to step up. How can we change this? Still haven't had a 2-minute warning though.
Yeah, so I'm expecting one this drive. After this drive.
If you think about it though, how fast can a football game change? If we throw, or if Pride throws a pick six or now makes a mistake with the punt, it's only a 2-score game.
Yeah, but it's over. It's over. Poor Maniac going to punt. Ooh.
Little rugby punt type of deal. Ooh,
whoa.
Big hits by Pride.
Header from here.
Little friendly fire there.
By Jabril and Gabe. Yeah. Oh.
I think we're all feeling it now, standing up for this long.
Yeah.
It's a different thing standing this long on turf. And I guess you move around a lot more on the sideline. Whereas here, you're kind of just standing straight up. I was able to find a chair so I can see more. But yeah, so I'm currently standing on a chair. It's not very leveled and it's not very comfortable. But let's see, we got Leeds offense back on the field. We got 3-by-1 formation. Let's see what they can do. We got a run play. Great job by the blocking. Again, we needed this earlier in the game. We got one of the Leeds coaches on the sideline now telling the defense, hey, drink some water, but hey, stick together, be ready, do whatever you can for your teammates.
Ooh, great hit by Moses.
Got coaches complaining about quarterback being out of bounds, but making the hit. You know, that's one of those situations. As a quarterback myself, I'm 100% with that coach. You know, if I'm running out of bounds, don't touch me. But at the same time, no. Now, after coaching defense, I'm going to make that hit. I never know if he's going to cut back or whatever he's going to do. You know, I got to protect myself too.
Stay in the pocket if you don't want to get hit. Simple as. If you're out of the pocket, you're in no man's land.
Let's see, 2-by-2, we got a little pass. It's fake screen, let's see if he's got it.
Oh,
interception by Moses! Oh!
He's had the impact already.
Ooh. On the 2-yard line. Not a great setup for Pride.
I mean, you did what you can. Got a pick.
The thing is, though, I got to say this. As a quarterback in this situation, do you take that shot? Do you not take that shot? You have to be able to read it. Is there an opportunity for them to still do something with this game? Maybe, maybe not. But taking an opportunity like that and then missing it that big, was it worth it?
No, I feel like because we saw film on that last
the
time. The
one thing I'll say though is it's very much like a punt.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But was it worth it? Could there have been a better call in that situation? Should they have called that screen fake maybe, you know, earlier in the fourth quarter, maybe even in the third quarter when they didn't have momentum? Do whatever you can to not end up in this situation. You don't want to be in this situation where you have to punt by throwing and trying to go for it and hoping for the best. You don't want to leave the game in the hands of faith.
I feel like the QB thought he was going to succeed because they done it last game, executed it well.
Let's see, we got a flag on the play. I was looking at you, Steve. I couldn't see you.
Delay a game.
Delay a game.
Going to be on the 1 yard line or half yard line. Wow.
Do we still not have a 2-minute warning?
No, not yet.
Okay. We got one of our cameramen
2
said
minutes
that
27.
from the sideline he heard is about 2 minutes left. A little bit more than 2 minutes left.
Come on, let's get a touchdown, please. Oh my days. What the?
Devastating.
Watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Can we get a replay on that?
Yeah.
We might be a bit late. Oh my God.
Jesus Christ. Dwight Davis. I will say this. Dwight is the most dedicated player that I have met in a while.
Wow.
But
What
I
happened
don't
over
know
there?
about that, Dwight.
Oh, he injured him.
No, I don't think he injured him.
It looks like he's hurt his ankle.
We're already at the 5 yard.
Just go back.
So where do we go?
It's just half the distance.
Just half distance.
Yeah.
So they just keep nudging.
So Steve was asking the question, if you get a penalty like this where there's not 5 or 10 yards to actually go back, what happens in that situation? And in this case, you only go half the distance back. So whatever yards there's left, you go half that distance back towards the end zone, your own end zone. Does that make sense, Steve?
Yep.
I will say this though, as that Leeds player, you have to be able to protect yourself.
Yeah.
You have to pay attention and see what's
Yeah,
going
be
on.
wary.
Was that uncalled for? 1,000%. That should not have happened. But you have to protect yourself. Great presentation by the Leeds D-line,
Great block
doing
by Dwight.
great job stopping them.
Yeah.
Again, what's the situation if they actually force a fumble, get something, or even score at this position with their defense?
2-minute warning?
Could something happen?
Yep. Yeah, 2-minute warning. Wait, is there a timeout or 2-minute warning?
Yeah. Still, oh, we got Isaiah catching the snap. Handing it off to Leo Kim,
Oh,
doing a
Leo.
great job juking
Great
back.
juke.
Oh, getting pushed back.
It's not safe.
That would not be a safety. We got some signals on the sideline of Leeds that would not be a safety because he was
Zero ball
called
knowledge.
down, or his forward progression stopped before he got to the end zone.
Is another? Is that Leo
Unfortunately,
injured?
we got an injury on the
Oh
field.
my, no. That's our star boy, the golden boy. Ah, bro. Hop off, man. Flipping out.
Looks like it's his ankle.
Yeah, he had an ankle issue during training as well.
Do you know how much Leo Kim squats?
Yeah, he squats, I think, 160.
It's incredible. Have
And
you
he's
seen, like,
Fif-
what could his body weight be?
I think it's 58 now.
58, and he squats 160.
Yeah,
I think he did it for reps, too.
yeah, he did. I'm the one that recorded it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you think it's 160. You don't know it was.
No, I know
okay.
it is.
It was
Yeah.
160. Okay. Leeds coming out on the field a little prematurely. Let's see. Will he walk off on his own?
Nah, he's
It
good,
looks
he's
like
good.
he's getting some
He's
help
good,
from
he's good,
Coach
he's good.
Ash. He is. Oh, he's putting some weight on it. That's a good sign. Very good sign.
I'll jump to climb. He's good, man. He's good.
Got all of the sideline
walking, yeah,
supporting him,
he's alright, he's
walking off on his own. He's had a great game today.
Yeah, like always. Since his birthday, when was his birthday? January. Coming to the team, executed. It's been a order since.
100%. I remember the first practices I coached here at Pride. For those who don't know, they have a whole locker room or a whole locker with just all of the helmets and the equipments and everything. And he came up to me and said, Coach, is there any way? Or no, he said, Coach, can I have my helmet? And he was so shy that I didn't hear him. And I felt so bad for not hearing him. But, you know, it's so impressive just going out there at practice, seeing him dominate and, you know, not letting his size stop him at all. We got Simon with the ball, running behind Isaiah, doing a great job. We got 4th and 5, 4th and 4-ish.
Yeah, 4th and 4. I think we're punting.
Looks like punts coming out. Ooh. Leeds head coach yelling at the ref for not hearing her for calling out timeout. That should be Leeds first out of 3 timeouts.
Leeds are dead. Leeds are dead. Leeds are knacks. Yeah. We can both do it. Leeds are knacks.
You cold, Sav? You've done a great job filming today. It's very windy today in Bristol. Oh, bad snap. Oh. Oh.
That's a horse collar, horse collar.
It should.
Outside the tackle box.
Yeah.
Wow.
Safety by Leeds. That's 2 points for anyone who doesn't know what safety is. When you get tackled in your own end zone and you get 2 points for doing that.
And they get the ball back.
Yes. So normally anytime in football, when you score, you do not get the ball back.
Yeah.
But when you score a safety, you get the ball back. Again, one of those stupid plays where it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
Just get rid of the ball, whether you throw it, punt it, whatever you do. There's no time left, essentially, of the game. It's not worth giving up those 2 points.
Another injured player for Leeds.
There's been a lot of injuries for Leeds.
Yeah.
Maybe is that a common theme of them being a more academic-focused program, whereas, you know, Pride, they work out together as a team. They have multiple practices every week. They have film. They have meetings. They have everything. Could there be a common theme with a team that's more focused on academics and have more of a team spirit team and not, you know, you don't go there to go somewhere else really necessarily. You go there to play football there.
Play football, Bro, Leeds are so dead, fam.
Let's see. What has Coach Ben decided this time? Great kick by Joe. Oh, missed the ball. Oh, we got Pride players flying down the field. Unfortunately, missing tackles.
Oh my days! Dejani Erskine. Oh
my
my.
God.
Why is
Targeting.
that being flagged?
Yeah.
That should be flagged.
Another one of those
It wasn't with the crown of
disciplinary
his head,
mistakes.
helmet.
It's just not worth making these mistakes. It's not
Wait,
worth
if he's
being
ejected,
this dumb.
Does he miss the final?
Yeah.
Oh.
Unfortunately, so what happens is if you do get a targeting call or a personal foul or multiple personal fouls, it results in an ejection from the game, which in BUCS rules results in missing one game.
Yeah.
And so because of this now, it will result in him, most likely, depending on the call, missing the final.
Unnecessary. Absolutely
We'll
unnecessary.
see what happens.
The game's over. No need for that.
Again, going with the common theme of Pride, just discipline is just not there. Yeah.
Wow.
Don't have much to say about that.
Less than 2 minutes and get an ejection. Oh.
Oh,
Wow,
he
he's
got
lucky.
away
He's a
with
lucky
that.
boy. He's a lucky boy.
Very, very lucky.
15 yards.
The Leeds head coach really, you know, being behind her players, saying, "Hey,
I
we
don't know why
got,
they're
let's go,
dancing.
even though it's not much left of the game. Make the best out of
They're
it."
dancing. They're
that there's
looking at the
left.
camera.
What?
No, yeah, look. Don't
What
wave.
happened?
Don't wave.
Jesus.
Bro. These are so unserious, man. Look at that beautiful sounds from
So
Thiago
first and
Almeida.
10 for Leeds offense. Trips to the boundary
Oh, yeah.
side. Pocket collapse as usual.
Oh, my.
Wide open. Oh!
Great stop by
Oh.
Zeke Antonio.
Way to
Oh,
step
my
up, Zeke.
days. PVE for Zeke. I told you he's a hitter. Gravedigger Thiago. Oh, my days. What a guy. No, he's on the short side of the DBs, but he's a great player. You know,
Hey, in this situation too, Steve, what with the offense, if you have the personnel, would you just instantly get those guys who just ran those deep routes, get them
Yeah.
out, get fresh legs in there, get a better way of attacking them,
Yeah.
or do you just kind of slow down like Leeds have now, and just kind of go with the flow and hope for the best?
I'm going deep.
Yeah.
I'm going deep, yeah.
So fresh legs going deep
Yeah,
again.
absolutely. For the best. It's a
Looks like a screen.
A
Which
Sean.
again?
Oh! Get picked.
Oh! Oh my God! Through
Slid for about two hands.
three
Three
players,
hands,
yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
It's been an exciting into the game for Leeds and SGS.
My back is so stiff right now.
Uptime. I've not seen it.
Let's see. So going out in empty formation. Let's see what Leeds got. Pocket holding up decent. Ooh, completion by Leeds. He's running towards the end zone. He's got a touchdown.
Game's over. Game's over.
Great job by Leeds. Hey, keeping their heads up, even though it might have been over for them. Great job. Hey, finishing on a good note.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great job keeping their spirits up and just, you know, going with the flow and just trusting the process.
That ball was in the air for a long time.
It was in the air for very long.
The game's over, don't guys.
I just overheard the head coach for Leeds saying how much time is left. She's still in high spirits. She believes in her team.
She shouldn't be. She
I
shouldn't be.
100%. Don't say that, Steve. That's.
Nah. The game's over. I'm being real.
I appreciate someone who's got her team's back, and it's impressive that they keep the spirits high even at this point. I think most people, including you, Steve, have a lot of doubt in them, but I appreciate hardworking people, and I think it's very impressive that they've been able to stay this positive this whole time.
Ooh.
2 points
wow.
for Leeds too,
Hey.
making it what?
Wow. The game might not be over.
28-17.
Game might not be over. Get a quick stop. Touchdown. Another touchdown.
Do we still not have a 2 minute?
Onside, yeah, onside.
We still don't have a 2 minute
They've got 2 timeouts
warning.
left. Two timeouts left. Get onside.
2
quickly score.
timeouts, onside kick.
I mean, it can be done.
You need a touchdown, 2 points, and a field
Quick
goal.
stop. Yeah.
There you go. If this was Pride, Steve, would you believe in them?
100%.
100%.
100%.
There is a chance.
Absolutely.
There is a chance. The question is, will they
I still
prove
believe
the
in these now.
haters like you wrong?
No, I still believe in these now. I think
Yeah?
if they get a onside, but I feel like Pride are prepared for the onside, as you can see by the way they're set up.
Yeah.
That we're prepared for the onside.
100%. They got their, what would be called hands team out now?
Yeah, hands team, yeah. Simon.
So hands team is anyone that have good hands and are capable of catching a ball and are just overall decent athletes, you know. Great special teams players. Sometimes you might put some starting receivers in. Again, they don't have that personnel this game.
And that was not 10 yards.
Unfortunately, on an onside, to be able to get the ball back, it needs to go 10 yards. Otherwise, you cannot return it. Here's, again, one of those situations. Going into playoffs, you need to prepare for these things.
These situations.
You can't ever count things out. Now, again, going back to special teams is a third of the game. Do you spend extra time in practice for this, Steve, to prepare if we have this situation?
Yeah, you do.
Are we confident going out in it? Because clearly they're not.
Same with SGS, were confident going on the onside, executed it.
Exactly.
So, I mean,
And again, does SGS have more opportunities to practice? Do they have more time with the players to actually spend time, extra time on these things to prepare versus, you got kids apparently, they prepping for dissertations, doing their dissertations. It's a lot of work, especially with academies that don't have fully committed programs.
Yeah.
Looks like they've made a major adjustment on defense.
Ooh, what a hit. At least they need a fumble now, or turnover, pick, whatever. Just stay aggressive. You can see the Leeds sideline hyping up. Still got faith in their team.
Still high spirits, which is very impressive.
I am here, man. Trust me.
There must have been a 2-minute warning then.
There was.
There was. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, my bad.
Yeah, there was.
Is that game?
Yes.
Oh, unfortunately. Hey,
Unfortunate for
very
Leeds.
impressive by Leeds Griffins to stay through this game like this and fight through a very, very tough
Leeds
game
man are
with
dead,
the
bro.
pride. I would say moving forward, I'd like to see a lot more cleaner game by Pride. A lot of big plays were called back because of penalties. And, the difference between a blowout and a close game comes down to these small plays and mistakes.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. We're just going to have a few minutes break from comms while we reset with a camera on the field, and we'll do some interviews. So we will go radio silent for a bit, and then we'll be back on to do some interviews.
can we see Steve? Can you see him?
Yep. Good.
So with the SGS D-line, how did you guys find the game?
It was a good game. Leeds are a very good offensive team. Got a very good mobile quarterback, so that was a big game plan getting into the game. How to keep him in the pocket. He broke open for a couple of runs, but I feel like we held our own against that offensive run.
I mean, we were in his face the whole game. That's the one thing we can say proudly is we were in his face the whole game. We didn't have one nice little stable pocket. He was moving the whole game, so that's what we did.
We thought we played better, but they got the job done, so that's all that matters.
And as always, it's going to the QB. The QB did really well that game. Shout out to number 73 as well. 73 is a good pressure.
How did you find the game, sir?
Lovely, isn't it? Like, yo, we just win, bro. Come on now. Yeah.
Okay, so now you guys are in the final. How you guys feeling about the final? You know, I think Warwick are beating Portsmouth as of now. So how you guys feeling?
Both teams over there are really good teams. Portsmouth's a very good run-heavy team. Warwick, I've watched a bit of film on them. Very good, very sound offensively. So whoever wins that game is going to be a tough battle. But I feel like I can back my guys to go into that game and get a dominating performance.
Yeah, we just got to win. That end of the day, don't matter who we're playing. Just win. Just win.
Easy.
Someone's bringing it up. I know we've seen
I don't watch that.
I feel like you guys have had, really good pressure this game, played really well. What do you guys have to say as a team? Like, how do you think you played offensively and defensively?
Our offense is really good. Like, we're really good offensively. We're very sound offensively. Obviously, we had a couple of injuries, so we couldn't really play a couple of guys this game. But going into this game, I knew I could back my offense and I could back my guys on defense because we trained so much together. We're around each other so much that we know what each other is going to do. Like, I know what Charlie's going to do. I know what Yes is going to do. I know what Joe's going to do. I know what Tiago's going to do. So we all play as one unit. So it's like, it's not just one person trying to get pressure. The whole team's playing as a unit. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, yeah.
I mean, the one thing we've just got to work on is being more consistent. That's penalties. That's what's killed it really in this game. And especially in a final, what you don't want is guys remembering the final not being us succeeding, but us getting caught out by stupid penalties.
We're the best team in the league for a reason, so
Yeah.
it's a team game, so we done it as a team. So yeah,
You got this. We're winning the match, yeah?
hey, I wonder.
As you can see, this D-line's a bit bored. I feel like they lack a bit of discipline, but going into that, do a bit of fun. And I think, thank you for having D-line. Good luck in the final, lads.
All right, keep an eye out, baby.
Keep raising God.
You win, right? No way. Okay, so I'm right here with Ewan
Hello.
and Coach Bo.
Coach Bo coming in.
Yeah. Just saying.
Okay, Coach.
Come in, dear. So obviously it was an amazing game.
Yeah.
You stuck through it the whole time.
We did.
What would you say? Because you've been with Coach Bo your whole time at Leeds, right?
Yeah, so it's me now. I'm done. Well, hopefully. But this is my 6 years with the programme. Playing for Griffins, so it's been a long old journey. Had its ups and it's definitely had its downs over the years. But I think we finished on such a high today.
Right.
We can hold our heads up high as Griffins. We're I don't know how to explain it, but we're underdogs today. We're a good program, but we fought to the end, and I'm proud of everyone out there.
100%.
Everyone I've played through the years. Yeah, really proud.
Awesome.
I think it was huge. Like we lost two of our captains in the last game, which obviously we didn't say before here.
Yeah.
So like our starting tight end and our starting wide receiver haven't joined us today because they got hurt last game. So to have two guys that literally have played maybe 30 snaps of football their whole career starting today in the semi-final, it just sort of proves that sort of where the whole project of this program comes from is, people fight for the reps of us. It's been a tough journey.
Yeah, it has been
a tough journey. But again, I'd rather travel to Bristol and play these guys than I don't know,
win 60-0 against someone.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a good
it's all
game.
about competition, right? And it's just unfortunate that maybe we missed a few things to start off with. But hey, in the nicest way possible, you're a good program, you're a sporting program, and we've got guys going off to be accountants, civil engineers, doctors, dentists, all that sort of stuff. So it is kind of the end of the Griffins' career for some of these guys, and I like the fact that they end their career as a Griffin because that means they'll always be a Griffin, and I think that's really important.
It's a really nice thing.
Yeah.
I love it.
100%. Do you have anything else to say?
I just want to say, thank you to all the coaches. I feel like we're coached really excellently at Leeds. We're not the biggest, we're not the fastest, we're not the most athletic, but we managed to, fight with a team as amazing and as well athletic and big as SGS. You know, we kept it close. So I think that's a credit to Bo and the coaching team. And you know what, these boys, they fight hard, we work hard, study hard, and you know, thank you very much for letting us play, and it was a lovely field as well.
I will say it was an amazing game to comment on, and I will say the whole game I was very impressed by the fact that you guys kept your heads up the whole time. There was never anything negative or your heads went down. There's a couple times where you know, you could just see disappointment in you. Would you say that with that attitude, you know, again, going back to what you guys keep saying, that it's not necessarily a football school or a sports school, you're there for education, you're there for your future in life more than just sports. Would you say that that kind of I don't know how to explain it, but like, would that contribute to the fact that you guys were able to stay so level-headed throughout the game?
I think it's more of a testament to our coaches. You know, they were really good on the sideline, keeping us up, keeping us level, really. Because there's points there where you can lose your head, but I think, you know, the boys here, we're all really positive. The captains, we really do work hard to try and keep the morale high, and we knew this was going to be tough. We knew we were underdogs today, and then, you know, if you told us at the start of the game 7-14, I mean, I would have taken that personally. I feel like Bo would have taken that, but I think that is a testament to our coaches. I don't think it's anything to do with our academic. I think we're just a bunch of guys who just enjoy playing, really, and I think the coaches,
Yeah, so like it's all like the cliches, like football's family, but like these guys are genuinely friends. Like they'll be friends forever. Like they're together for so long. And like I said, you know, we're not blessed with like the amazing football field. Like if you ever came to our field, it's horrendous. But like what they created, like we went our first season together, we went 0-8, and like we got beaten up pretty hard in that season. But actually, if we'd not got beaten up that season, we wouldn't have created like the foundations for us. So like it's credit to all my graduates, and like I said earlier, like my graduates, my first year guys, it's my last year of them. I've got no one rolling over from the first. That's it. It's one of my originals from before I was head coach. So that's literally how long he's been here. But like, listen, we can teach them as much football as we need to. But like, what they'll go, we've got old boys here that graduated last year. That we've got mums and dads coming down. Like, it is more about more than just the program. But
family.
Yeah, and like, and they're going to go off. Like, we've been successful here. And these guys are going to go on and be successful outside of football as well. And like, you know, we have an old boys game to play too.
Yeah,
anyway.
we do.
So we've got the old boys
watching.
on the old boys watching.
Come in.
But no, like it's all about like the next generation, and we do rotate guys in. We have got first years here, so for them to experience SGS in their first year is huge. So
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Great
Appreciate
game.
it.
Great job, coach.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Coach Ben. I'm so glad. I didn't think you were going to be here.
Which side? They're both
This
good.
side, you're fine,
Okay,
you're here.
Good.
So I think my main question for you today is, how big of a part do you think the final result actually had to do with your special teams decisions?
Did it? I think we messed a few of them up. So I think, you know, Paul fumbling the ball coming out on the end zone. I think early on to get kind of back into the game in the second half, though, I think definitely. I think going for an onside. Joe's really good at it. It wasn't a gamble, really. He's just really good at them. Getting the second one, I don't think they were expecting it. And it gives us two quick opportunities with the ball. Probably was the difference, yeah. At 14-7, I think so.
Yeah. And what would you say now? Obviously, all of this is behind you now. Moving on to the next game, what's the most important thing that you need to do in the coming week to be as prepared as possible for the next game?
Try desperately to cut the mistakes out. We've got lots of young kids that get emotionally into the game. They can lose their heads at times. I think they were much better today, and they've been much better all year than last year. But it's still, we're very young, and it's just trying to keep their emotion in check.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. I think a lot of your penalties and everything really played into the fact that Leeds were able to score on you guys and create momentum. I said that in the commentary also, that as soon as you guys lost momentum and had penalties, that's when they kind of just fed off of that. There wasn't necessarily a huge difference, or there was a big difference in athletically, and that you guys just literally, they just fed off of your mistakes. How do you think is the best opportunity for you guys to limit those things outside of discipline with just setting yourself up for success in the final?
Just trying to keep them calm. If we can keep them calm on the field, I mean, I'm not a screamer and a shouter, so that kind of helps, I think. And Ash isn't either, neither's Chris. I think just trying to be calm, keep them relaxed. It will depend who we're playing. If we get Portsmouth, for example, if they've made the final, it's someone we're used to that we've played before that maybe we don't have to get so nervous about. But yeah, I think it's just we're gonna have to keep talking to them, try and keep them calm.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Simon, you so desperately want interview. You can go ahead, Steve.
I'm getting it.
Thank you.
So I'm here with Tendai, O-lineman, Simon Alay for running back. I've got a few questions for you. So how do you think the game was?
I think it was a good game. Coming to the game, people might have thought that it would have been a high score for us, but Leeds put in a good fight. They showed us that they weren't here to play. They came in, running the ball hard, tackling hard. I think that's the best defense I played all year, so it was definitely a good game to play.
I have to agree with Simon. They gave us I'd say it's the toughest opponent we've faced defensively. They were drilled for this game. They were prepared to play us. We watched film. They watched film. They countered to what we were going to do, so it was a bit harder. So yeah, I was excited about the game, and they showed us what they had. So yeah.
I've got a question for you about your discipline, especially with the offense. You know, I'm seeing a lot of flags with holding. How do you guys want to counteract that during the final? How do you guys plan to counteract?
Well, you know, it's a semi-final. Everyone's here. Everyone wants to play hard. Everyone wants to make a play. Sometimes you're gonna do too much, create a foul. End of the day, we know that fouls have to stop. You have to stop the flags coming through. We're going to adjust it in training, make sure that's sorted for the final, because we can't be getting flags like that.
I have to say, again, I heard Coach Ben say earlier, we've got quite a young team, so we're still quite immature, so we need to grow up a bit and learn from our mistakes. So we take that to the training field, prepare for who we have in the final. So I'm not going to blame it on age, because that doesn't happen in America or in Germany or wherever. It's just we have to drill it into our heads that, like, we have to focus on what we're doing and get with this. There's nothing to blame on it. It's ourselves. So we've just got to work on it.
I must say, I feel like the O-line had a really big impact this game, especially because we had no wideouts. Do you guys think you played better without like your wideouts and running the ball more?
I feel like this team, as a running back, it was definitely a lot hard to run this team. The linebackers and D-line could tackle very well. It wasn't easy at all. But the O-line did their job perfectly. They made their gaps. They helped me through, and that's what I can ask for.
I say you did have a good game, especially you, Tendai, as well.
Thank you. Now, I have to say, I believe I have one of the best offensive line coaches in Europe. I can't lie. He's learned from Coach Fitz. He was the best coach I've ever been coached by. So learning from that. And Coach Bill, of course, I've had some film sessions with her where he's told me what I need to work on and everything. But the coaches that I have here that can teach me what to do, it replicates the same to the other players. And we've been doing a lot in training, a lot of film, probably the most film coverage we've done this build-up. So hopefully we do more for the final. Every day, I would hope. Prepare for like a strong fight. We want to get that ring this season. So yeah, we're lucky to have good coaches. Hence why we're good today.
What do you guys have to say for the people that want to join Pride? What's the experiences in that?
For me, pride is what you put in, what you get out. If you work hard, you show you're dedicated, you put in the hours, you go training, you go class, you go gym, you're going to get best opportunities out. I've turned 18 in December, and I'm here starting for the BUCS team. The moment you put in that work, coaches will see that you can get your chances.
I have to say, coming to Pride is hard. You're going to have a strong mindset for it. I'll compare it to like a JUCO where you have to come here, you live with your teammates, you don't get parents to support you, like you're living on your own or with your friends. So it's tough. So you have to be strong-minded to come here, and you have to be ready to fight hard because it's practice, school, practice, school. You need to get that attendance up. So yeah, but you come here, you learn more, and then it gives you a pathway to get filmed to go somewhere else in the future.
Okay, thank you for answering my questions. You guys have had a good game.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wait, we gotta sign off, Steve. You're fine. You can stay if you want to. Okay. Well, you can sign off. Okay, you're fine tonight. You're fine. Okay. So, just thank you so much for watching this live stream, and tune in for the next game for the final.
Final, yep.
Which is where?
I'm not sure.
Loughborough. Home of the NFL Academy. Home of one of the best unis in the country. Proud to put a performance, and we'll do what we can do.
Awesome. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you for watching.